I am not a professional reviewer. What you're getting in this video is a raw, unfiltered opinion. So there's going to be swearing and there's going to be me calling things out as shit. I'd also like to give a thanks to my friend Maverick Desero for helping me out to try and clarify all the facts and to help find some things with Megaman 0, 3, and 4. So sit back and relax and enjoy this video. Mega fucking Man 0. What an awesome game series. Without a doubt, one of the most fun action platforming series of all time. Originally, I was going to review just Mega Man 01. However, I ran into a problem. As I kept playing Mega Man 0, I realized I was kind of spoiled by the future entries in the series. Mega Man 01 just kind of felt lackluster in comparison to 2, 3, and 4. So I decided that instead, why don't I look at what happened to the Mega Man 0 series, from start to finish. There, I'm so clever. We're gonna start right here with Mega Man 01. Mega Man 01 was an action platformer released for the Game Boy Advance in whatever ago. And what happened was, it was really good. It was a really, really good game. What they did is they took the Mega Man X4, X6, 0 and slashed his gameplay onto the Game Boy Advance. So, what you got is, you got a lot of swords fighting, you got a lot of buster booming, you got a lot of, this wasn't in the games. But hey, they gave Zero his own game series, and that's really all I wanted, because Mega Man X4 Zero is so fun, and this game shares my opinion of it. What happened was it came with a bigger emphasis on mission structures and going out to specific areas to complete these. So you were kind of going back to stages, not so you could find like armor parts like in the X series, but instead you were just given different objectives on the same map. Among this came the Cyber Elves. Cyber Elves are basically like the armor parts, except you can upgrade them by feeding them, and once you do that, you get permanent upgrades to your arsenal. And it's kind of cool. Among it, E-crystals become the currency, so you find them by defeating enemies, and, oh, yep, I'm gonna have to start talking about the problems with Mega Man 01 now. See these Cyber Elves? And you know how I said they take E-crystals so you can make them grow and shit? Look at this! These are the requirements in Mega Man 01 to feed them. You know how much you get on average after completing a stage? About 200. So yeah, if you want to get something nice, you have to grind. Yes, grind. Hey, you know the genre of this game is? An action platformer. You know how many action platformers have grinding? Just this one! This is a problem. You know why? Because that's stupid! That's why! It's stupid! Oh, and you think it's just for E-crystals? Nope! To get any fucking combat skills, you have to grind too! Yes, in order to get a second slash as 0, you have to grind. Oh, and you think this is something that's hunky-dory easy, you'll just go through the game and you'll level up. No, it's not fun, it's just shit. Among it, while the graphics themselves are pretty nice, there's performance issues in the game. Obviously, not just on like playing on a regular Game Boy Advance, even on an emulator, there's problems with it. And it's kind of terrifying, actually. You'd imagine an emulator would be fixing these problems, but no, it still has moments where there's minor slowdown and stuff. And the audio is clearly the worst part. Now, you may be saying, what could be so bad about the audio? It's Mega Man, right? Mega Man's known for having fantastic... This game doesn't have fantastic music. Some of these songs are just generic. There's nothing really going on. There's nothing powerful in this. There's nothing there. It's just generic. That's what 01 was. It had some good gameplay and just had some problems, but it was still good. But then, Mega Man fucking 02 came out. And holy shit. With an intro as badass as this, you know this series was finally like, let's cut all this shit out and let's just make a fucking great game. And they did just that. Grinding, poof, gone. except for weapons. However, that weapon thing has actually been made much easier. In fact, you can actually max out your Z-Saber in just the first stage. Performance issues? Gone. Audio? Improved tenfold. And you know what? The weapons? Even better. And by even better, I mean they replaced one of them, and they replaced it with a really cool weapon. Oh man, the chain rod is so cool. Just, oh hey, I'm almost at the wall. Blink. Woo! Just like the hook shot in Zelda, and it's just, oh man, they fixed so many things wrong in this game. And Zero 2 is fun. Of course, you're asking the question, is there anything 3 and 4 did to change the series? Actually, yes. Both games changed a lot of things. One such thing would be the cyberspace zone, in which all your cyber elves are activated right at once. You get points deducted for using them, but it's still crazy fun once you go in there, and it's great for people just playing the game their first time. Mega Man 03 also introduced discs that you could collect in-game. Some of them could have cyber elves, some of them could have E-crystals in it, and it makes grinding and trying to find cyber elves a lot easier in the game. While on the topic of grinding, here's something really great. You know what's gone in Mega Man 03? Weapon grinding. Yep, when you start the game, Zero has all his moves right from the get-go. Why did it take them so long? Also introduced is a new concept of satellite elves. Satellite elves are elves that you can toggle on and off on Zero. You can only have 2 of them active at the same time, but when you have those 2 activated, you don't get points deducted for using them in stage. Now, a change Mega Man 04 made is they actually ditched Cyber Elves and instead gave you a Master Cyber Elf. You can level it up with all the perks a Cyber Elf normally would have, and you're actually encouraged to use it. However, if you get too high, eventually you'll just get points deducted from it. The crafting feature was also introduced into Mega Man 04, and it's okay. I would like to rather find the chips on stage than to have to make them, especially since it's a lot of trial and error. Unless you go on the internet to find a site that has all the recipes listed, you're just gonna have to endure a bunch of trial and error bullshit until you actually get a decent chip. Mega Man 04 also kind of ditched the mission features that were prominent in 1, 2, and 3, and instead made the game a little bit more of a linear adventure. You eventually do have bosses that you can pick from at a certain point, but for the most part, the game itself still remains linear. I don't mind that too much, but losing that is losing a little bit of Mega Man. However, when it comes to about quality of audio and graphics and the sort, 03 and 4 pretty much stayed the same after 2. It just kind of plateaued. That isn't to say it's a bad thing, but it's just saying it stayed at such a high standard. The game engine was also modified to be a bit better on the Game Boy Advance, even better than 2 was. So, there's even better performance. So that leaves me with this. What should you do with all the information that you've gathered from this? What I would recommend is that you start out with the Mega Man X series and play X4 or X5, and don't play X6. You can play as Zero in both X5 and X6, and you'll get a general concept of what his general gameplay is. Afterwards, I would say that you'd play Mega Man 01. Just play. Do not beat it. You don't need to beat it. You don't want to beat it. Just don't beat it. Play it. And then sit back, relax, have fun with Mega Man 0, 2, 3, and 4. People know Mega Man 0 from 2, 3, and 4, especially the third one. And if anything, I highly recommend you play all the games, but as said, listen to my instructions for them. If you're also interested, you should check out the Mega Man 0 collection, which actually includes 1 through 4 on it, remastered music, and you can play through all the games from start to finish. How am I going to end this video now? I don't want to do anything like I did last time with Freedom Planet, because seriously, repeating jokes is something that really